take the starters for your West Fargo Packers. And goalie Theodore Brandon Johnson. At defense, senior number 4, Dalton Bosser. Also at defense, senior number 12, Caleb Rory. At wing, senior number 6, Brandon Jacobson. Also at wing, sophomore number 16, Colton Bosser. And at center, junior number 5, Griffin Stahl. The Packers are moved by Joey Miller, assisted by Ryan Graves, Jason Griffin, and Ryan Stevenson. The officials for the next game are prepared by the high school activities. That is helping to demonstrate the ability of the team. Next available officials are Justin Anderson, Doug Bergen, and Jay Gorney. Next medals are provided by St. Helens, the official sports medicine team for West Fargo Athletics. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you stand if you are able. Remove any headwear, remain at attention as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the West Fargo Sports Arenas. We're excited to bring you some more EDC hockey tonight. I am Jordan Matufsky, joined tonight by Ethan Frisch. Ethan, tonight we have a crosstown matchup between the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. They're going to be the road team here, wearing their nice, spiffy new blue helmets to go with their blue jerseys, blue pants, and blue socks. And they are going to play the West Fargo Packers. So coming into this game, West Fargo sits 2-8 in the 2-8 overall. They're 7th in the EDC. They are tied in that 7th spot with Grafton Park River, who is idle tonight. So if West Fargo is able to pick up a win, they'll be able to move out of that 7th spot, or they'll be in that 7th spot all by themselves, excuse me. And then you have the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. They come in the 5th spot with 12 points. So if they can win, they will move back to being tied with the team that they just lost to last Saturday, and being the Fargo Davies Eagles. Ethan,
I believe that game was on Tuesday.
Tuesday, what did I say?
You said Saturday.
I'm all over the place here, man. I'm excited. Mr. Knodel bought me a coffee, and I probably didn't need it, so you're going to have to carry us here for a little bit, okay, buddy?
I'll try.
All right.
Face-off won there by the Packers. And he gets it up to Colton Bossert. Colton Bossert crosses the blue line, tries a centering pass there for Stahl. And Jacobson now with the puck on the hash mark, slings one towards the net, and that goes wide of Buckholtz. Puck bounces out to Rorich at the point. He puts it down low. And back up to the point for Dalton Bossert. And he takes a shot on net, and that's cleared away by the Mustangs. Puck back up to Rorich on the point, and he'll flip one down low, and that goes all the way around to the boards to make Jacobson. Jacobson now takes the puck, throws one towards the net, rebound out front, glove save by Buckholtz.
That was a great save early there by Peyton Buckholtz. He had some good puck movement there by Bossert and Stahl down low. They got it over to Jacobson, threw it right on net. Creates a good rebound, and then Griffin Stahl right in front of the net. On his backhand, tries to get it by, but Peyton Buckholtz, we've talked to this year, he's having a strong year. He's at about 91.7 for a save percentage, so he had to make a good save there early.
Face-off won by the Mustangs, and it's picked up by McCarthy. McCarthy looks back for Coles, and Coles will sit with it behind his own net. Camden Coles waits, then takes it himself. Camden Coles flips one off the board to Mashalik. Mashalik will tip it all the way down in the zone, or Jack Belial will take it. Jack Belial brings the puck down in the corner where he's hit off the puck. And here come the Packers. Braden Jacobson now across the blue line. Jacobson turns, looks for a shot, dangles around one. Big save there by Buckholtz. Yeah.
Yeah, Jacobson had a nice move coming down on Camden Coles. He was able to get that puck to the net, and then puck goes into the corner, and Jack Belial's going to put him on his backside, but Belial's going to go, and he's going to sit for two. So you're going to have West Fargo here early on in the game, just a little over a minute in. The Mustangs are going to go on the penalty kill for the year. They're at 75%. They had a decent day against the Fargo Davies Eagles on Tuesday on the kill. We got Dobb and Gast up front, and then McCarthy and Coles on the back end.
Jacobson walks Dobb on the face-off and then loses it. Puck goes back up to the point. Bossert now walks to the slot, takes a shot, top shelf, goal. Dalton Bossert.
Nice shot by Bossert there. Puck came over. You had Griffin Stahl was standing right in front of Buckholtz, taking his eyes away, and Dalton Bossert, senior defenseman, 6'3", 190. He's one of their captains. You look at their statistics this year, and Dalton Bossert, that's going to be his second goal of the year and his 9th point, and he ripped that shot high on Buckholtz. So, one of the things, that's only 8 seconds into that power play for the West Fargo Packers. So if you're the Mustangs, discipline is going to be key going forward.
Puck now in Mustang possession, where Jack Mosier will try and flip one up the boards, and he'll go over to Lance Oster. Oster now takes the puck, look for a pass to Quade Peters up on the sidewall, and that's just in front of him. Puck goes all the way back down into the Packers zone. Puck now flipped all the way back into the Mustangs owner. Zach Mosier will take it. Mosier spins away from one, and he'll take it himself. Mosier goes up the boards, loses it, and puck goes wide for Oster. Oster goes off the board looking for Peters, and that goes all the way back to the Packers defense. Puck now all the way down in the Cheyenne zone, and that will be an icing on the Packers.
Yeah, if you're the Mustangs here, good strong shift for the Packers right away, and then they come and score on the power play. So if you're the Mustangs here, you really haven't had any offensive zone time, and maybe this is the thing right here. We got Mashalik taking this draw. He's crafty on the offensive zone draw, so we'll see what he does. But they really haven't had so far into this game, or a little over 2 minutes in, they haven't had any offensive zone play.
Mashalik tries to walk him on the face-off, loses the draw. Packers now control it behind their own net, and they'll throw it all the way down the ice, and it will go for another icing.
Yeah, on that goal, officially it's going to be Bossert from Rorich and Jacobson. So, those are the guys, looking at their statistics, looking at points, you got Jacobson leads him with 18, and he leads him with 13 goals. And then you got his line mates right behind him, and Colton Bossert and Griffin Stahl. So those are the guys that have been putting the puck in the back of the net this year for the Packers.
Puck tied up there to the right of Braden.
Johnson.
And, yep, there you go. And penalty coming up here on the Mustangs again.
Yeah, that's McCarthy. You had Rorich was trying to get around him, and I don't know if it's going to be a trip and interference or what. McCarthy certainly doesn't like it, and he's trying to plead his case. But again, the official's not going to change his call. So we see here again this unit of Bossert and Rorich on the back end, and then Bossert, Stahl, and Jacobson up front. They've played a lot so far this game, with this being the second power play already. But they're good hockey players, and they can handle it.
Puck taken there by Coles. Coles tries to get one out of the zone, and that's held in by Rorich. Rorich takes the slap shot from the point, rebound out in front, and cleared away by Oster, and that goes all the way down the ice.
Yeah, Lance Oster, he's good right-handed bat in the batter's box, and right there just, hits a double in the gap, gets it out of the zone.
Rorich now screaming up the ice. He'll cross the blue line, and the Packers look to set up the power play. Habka pressures. Rorich walks in, and he'll lose it in the slot back to Bossert. Bossert now with the puck. Sits with it, holds, fires, and that's just wide of the net. Jacobson now with the puck. Takes it out of the slot, takes a shot there. Blocker saved by Buchholz. And Coles will clear it all the way down the ice.
Good kill so far for the Mustangs. About a minute left in this power play for the Packers.
And up the ice. Here comes Jacobson. Jacobson goes around one, tries to stuff one in Buchholz. Rebound there up front for Stahl, and Stahl will put it in the net.
That was Jacobson again with a nice move coming down the wall. We saw that in the first shift of the game, and he's able to pull the puck back into the middle and puts it right on Buchholz. And Buchholz thought he had it secured, but the rebound popped right out, and Griffin Stahl, he's been right around that net for both power plays. And, the Mustangs here, 2 penalties into the game, and they paid dearly for it as the Packers have popped 2 power play goals. We said the Mustangs are 75% on the year on the penalty kill, and that's one of the things. I mean, you're down 8-0 in shots, and you're down 2-0 on the scoreboard here. So, you got to stay disciplined. You got to get out of the box. No one tries to take penalties or anything like that. But you got an uphill battle here if you're the Mustangs.
Puck one back to Mosier, and he goes over to Oster, and Oster will throw it up to Peters, and he goes over to Trudeau. Kai Trudeau now tries to enter the zone where he's shut off. And here come the Packers. Gets around one. Poke check there by Buchholz, and Oster will send it back out of the zone all the way down for an icing.
Yeah, and talking to our assistant coach Nate Mullally before the game, one of the things that in our discussion that we had was talking about, the goal differential this year in the first period. The Mustangs have scored 5 goals, and their opponents have scored 10. And then in the second period, the Mustangs flipped the script where they've scored 11 and their opponents have scored 5. And against Davies and against South, they necessarily didn't get bit on the scoreboard by having a slow start, but here they're paying for it.
Rorich throws one to the net, and that's deflected off there by Mosier. Puck bounces out to the Packers, shot in the slot there, just goes over the net. And Fitzpatrick plays the body. Peters chips it around the defenseman, and here come the Mustangs. Peters and Trudeau. Peters tries to feed one through Trudeau, and that is blocked off. Puck comes back to Lance Oster in the neutral zone, and he'll try and fire one down where that's held off there. And puck there, backhanded by Lance Oster all the way up into the netting.
Yeah, he's had a couple that he's got that puck up. But you mentioned Quade Peters' name. We do want to wish Quade a happy 18th birthday. I'm sure he'd be like it if it were going a little bit better right now, but there's still a lot of time on the scoreboard left here, and hopefully the Mustangs, for their sake, that they can, start to get this offense going in the right direction.
Face-off won by the Mustangs, taken by McCarthy, and McCarthy looks over to Coles. Coles goes up the boards to Teckenberg, and Teckenberg flips one over to McCarthy, and McCarthy enters his own with speed. Puck taken by Rorich behind the net. And now it's Michalek. Michalek from the slot puts one towards the net, and Teckenberg tries to finish, but he cannot. Teckenberg there again, takes the puck away. Michalek now throws one behind the net for Belisle. Belisle looks out in front for Michalek, and the Mustangs cannot bury. And looks like the puck will go all the way down the ice for another icing.
Yeah, some good player on the net there by that line of Teckenberg, Belisle, and Michalek. They're trying to work it around the net. They're trying to get the goalie moving. When you've kind of had the start that you've had, you got to get pucks around the net, and you got to get bodies around there. And the goaltender hasn't seen a lot of action yet, so maybe a little bit uncomfortable.
Face-off one there by Peters, as McCarthy tries to put it all the way down in the zone. Puck goes all the way behind the Packer net, and it will bounce out to Coles at the point. Coles from the neutral zone flips it all the way back down into the zone, and Witt will take it. Witt moves it up to his winger, and then that goes all the way down the ice, icing waved off. And Coles now flips one to Peters on the sidewall. Quade Peters goes around Stahl, and puck goes all the way back into the Cheyenne zone for an offsides.
Colton Bosser, he's a good size, young man there, Ethan. He's only a sophomore, but he's 6'3" and goes 185. So, he's a good size forward up front. He's playing with Jacobson, who's 5'9", 183, and Stahl. We saw him around the net. He's 5'11", 175, and he's a very strong forward. He was making life difficult for the Cheyenne defenseman on the power play.
Face off won by the Packers, and Rorich will retreat all the way back into his own end to collect it. Rorich now with the puck in the corner. He's hit off the puck by Michalek. Puck now in Packers' possession. Takes one up the sidewall. Big hit laid there by the Mustangs. And puck bounces out to Mosier. Mosier takes a shot on net, and that's saved by Johnson. Puck then exits the Cheyenne zone, and Belial will take it. Belial goes up the boards. And here come the Packers. Cuts to the slot, and that's shut off.
Yeah, that's Noah Deemer. He's good size too. Sophomore, 6'2", 185. So you got some good size young forwards there for the Packers.
Hit laid there by Tyler Michalek, and the Mustangs will regain possession, and Jack Belial flips it all the way down into the offensive zone for Cheyenne, and here come the Packers. Packers now enter the Cheyenne zone. Rips it all the way around the wall. And Kai Trudeau there to battle for it.
Oh, nice check by Mosier there. Separates him from the puck.
Peters goes wide to Trudeau. Trudeau takes a shot on the ice, and that's just wide to Johnson. Puck then flipped all the way back into the zone. Trudeau centers one out for Peters, and that bounces all the way back. Shot there from the point on the Mustangs. Rebound sitting there, and whistle finally blown to stop play.
That was Cole Fitzpatrick around the net, was sniffing for a rebound on the shot by McCarthy, and we got some guys that are maybe talking about their youth hockey days. These kids play, all the way up. That's one of the things, about rivalry games and things like that. And I know, Coach Mullally talked about it playing in Grand Forks. He ended up going to Red River. I know, Coach Benson grew up in Sioux Falls, so that's a good-sized city as well. And you grow up with these kids and you get to know them really well, and then all of a sudden you end up at different high schools, and then you're playing against each other. So it's there's always a little more excitement in the rink when it seems like crosstown rivals can play each other.
Puck now in the corner for the Mustangs, centering pass out front, and that's shut off there. Puck goes out to the hash mark, shot taken on net. Rebound sitting out in front. Mustangs try and hack at it, and it'll go to Coles. Coles tries a shot on net. And over from the hash marks, tries another one, and that's blocked out in front before it could reach Johnson, and here come the Packers. Jacobson now with speed. Big save there by Buckholz. Rebound tried by Stahl, and Buckholz shuts him off. Quade Peters now with the puck. Peters on a breakaway on his 18th birthday, and he is tripped. Penalty coming up here on the Packers. Penalty shot for Quade Peters on his birthday.
Boy, Ethan, did you prepare your penalty shot call?
I did
because you're
not.
going to have to carry this one, buddy. Quade Peters, that puck got chipped up to the wall, up to the defenseman off the wall, and Peters was able to chip it by him and then used his, we've talked multiple times this year, he's got great speed and used it, in the West Fargo defenseman had to try to throw the arm around him to slow him down. And this is going to be exciting here, Ethan. You got 8:38 left in the first period, and the Mustangs have been stymied offensively so far. Let's see if this can jumpstart them.
Peters one-on-one with Johnson. Goes slow into the zone. Top of the circle, fakes once, tries to put it top shelf, and that's off the post.
Ay. Peters beat the goaltender, but just put it right off the post. And the Mustangs now, they're going to try to get back to work. You're hoping that maybe that's the thing that could have, got them going, maybe got a little buzz in their step, or a little jump in their step, I should say, and get them buzzing around a little bit. But unfortunately, the arena was quiet, and you could hear that clank all the way down on this far end here. So, Peters caught it flush, but you got 2-0 Packers here, 8:38 left in the first period.
Face-off won by the Mustangs. Jack Belial cuts to the middle, takes a shot. Rebound out there. Gets his own rebound. Shot again. That's just wide. Mosier pinches down. Keeps the puck in play for the Mustangs. Michalek centers it out for Belial. And now puck out to Oster at the slot. Puck bounces there, and Johnson covers.
I don't know if it's because you and I are so far away, but that
yeah,
looked
weird bounce.
It looked like a weird bounce from where where we were at. Speaking of weird bounces and goals, that was last week. We thought maybe Camden Cole scored that goal to get him back within one against Fargo Davies, and then you rewatch the tape. I know you don't watch these back, but
I don't.
But you rewatched the tape and found out that it deflected off Kai Trudeau. So, Kai, if you watch these back, we apologize.
Lance Oster there gets one to Tegenberg there. Tegenberg tries a shot. And puck bounces out to Oster at the point. Oster goes over to Mosier. And Mosier chips one to Belial, who loses it off his stick back to the Packers defense. Oh, good pick off there by Mashalik. Mashalik takes a shot there. Glove down by Johnson.
That was Riley Prochnow was trying to go diagonal across the neutral zone there, and Mashalik just picked it off and came in and took a nice shot. But unfortunately for Mashalik, that was saved by Braden Johnson. Braden Johnson, he's a senior goaltender for the Packers this year. He's played in almost all of their games. He's got an 88 save percentage and a 4.04 goals against average for the Packers on the year.
Face-off one there by Peters. Goes out to McCarthy. One-timer there by Coles is just wide of the net. And Packers now break it out, and Schmelka puts one all the way down to the corner. Puck out in front for Schmelka. Schmelka tries a backhand, and that's lost by him, and here comes McCarthy. McCarthy will cross the blue line, and he'll try to go around one and loses the puck. Puck goes all the way back out to the Cheyenne D where Coles will take it. And Coles flips one all the way down and into the glove of Johnson, and that will be a whistle.
Yep, we'll have an offense's zone face-off with 7:16 left here. Ethan, you've heard of the AHL before, right?
Kind of, not really.
Just a step below the NHL?
Sure.
Right. Well, they call the AHL the Always Hungry League. They call the NHL the Never Hungry League because of how well those guys get fed after their games. You and I, we're getting fed pretty well. We got fed well again today, so thank you to those Cheyenne Mustang parents who feed not only Ethan and myself, but we have Alyssa Trailers working some cameras for us here tonight. We have Jacob Fisher that's working cameras, and then also Mr. Knodel, our supervisor, who does a lot of the stuff behind the scenes to put these live streams together. It's not just hockey. There's also girls basketball and boys basketball. Girls, they're on the road or they're at home tonight against Wahpeton, and the boys are on the road at Wahpeton.
Face off there by Tegenberg. And Bosser will reverse it to Rorich. Rorich up to Colt. And the Mustangs do a good job there holding it in. Puck goes on net for Johnson, and he'll cover.
Yeah, so these last couple minutes here, the Mustangs have created better offensive zone opportunities for themselves. Initially, they were getting outshot, 8-0 after those two power plays early on in the game, and right now shots are 8-7. So they've had better opportunities, and so it's still early in the game. You can't, you fall behind by 2, you can't let it unravel.
Oster puts one down in the corner there for Mashalik. Mashalik now controls the puck in the corner. And he'll go low for Tekenberg. Tekenberg takes a shot. Their rebound goes to the corner.
Huge hit by Mashalik there on is that Owen Witt right in front of the net?
I believe so. And Witt goes over to his D partner. As Rorich takes him himself. Caleb Rorich now tries a shot, and that's blocked before it could get to Buchholz. Mosier now takes the puck, and he'll lose it. Rorich tries one out in front of the net, and he's shoved off the puck by Oster. And puck goes all the way down the ice where Bossert will collect. Dalton Bossert goes up the boards to Jacobson on the blue line. Braden Jacobson shakes one defender, tries to go in between the legs there, and it goes just past the net. Jacobson centering pass there, blocked by Buchholz, rebound attempt, and that's put in the corner. Bossert now with the puck at the slot, takes a shot, stick save there by Buchholz, rebound chance by Jacobson, pad save.
And Jacobson's had like 4 shots right from that area, and he's done a good job on all of them, or almost all of them. I think one went just wide, but he puts it low on Buchholz's pads and creates opportunities for his line mates right around the net.
Oster now with the puck, crosses the red line, and he'll throw it all the way back into the zone. Puck now collected by the Packers behind the net. And it goes up to Coles at the point. Coles tries a shot off the pads of Johnson and into the corner. Another shot there by the Mustangs, and Johnson will cover.
And you look at these sophomores for the West Fargo Packers, they'd probably be a pretty good basketball team. Colton Bossert, 6'3". You got Riley Prochnow 6'4", and then Noah Deemer's 6'2". So I don't know what's going on with those sophomore boys, but at West Fargo, but they got some pretty good height out on the ice.
Water must be different there on the north side.
I guess so.
Bossert will backhand one all the way into the zone where Quade Peters will take it. Peters behind his own net, and he'll go out high off the glass there for Trudeau, and Trudeau bats it out of the air, tries to go around, but cannot. And puck ends up on Trudeau's stick again, and he'll force one to Johnson, and Johnson will cover.
Yeah, and in talking to Coach Troy Miller before the game, he was talking about one of his senior forwards in Braden Jacobson. Braden Jacobson comes into this game. He already broke the goal record for West Fargo High. He's got 73 career goals. The old one was 55, and right now he's sitting at 110 points, and the record for a West Fargo High player in a career is 119. So, Ethan, I would certainly think a player with his skill that's something that he'll probably surpass. Actually, I'm sure he's at 111 because I believe he assisted on the first goal. So
yes, he did.
Yep. So I mean, he's positioning himself to potentially and probably be the all-time leading scorer at West Fargo High. So that'd be a pretty cool feat if you could say that you were the all-time leading scorer. I know I can't say that.
Not too many points down there in Grafton.
Well, when you got guys out there that I played with, man, took a lot of points to catch them. I'll tell you that.
Coles now takes the puck in his own zone. He'll go back behind his own net, and he'll try a pass to Teckenberg, who flips it off his stick and up to the Packers defense. Packers put it all the way back down where Coles will collect. Coles now takes it himself, crosses the blue line, gets to the circle, takes a shot there on Johnson, and it's gloved down.
Yeah, and since those initial power plays early on, the Mustangs have done a much better job of playing down in the Packers' end. That's one of those things I think, Coach Benson's probably going to talk about in the period break is just, staying disciplined and not take a penalty, that you don't need to.
Face-off one there by Peters, back to Dobb. Dobb takes a shot, and that goes high over the net. Oster now with it on the hash marks, fires one towards the net, and that's blocked before it could get to Johnson. And the Packers will flip it up into the netting for an offensive zone face-off for the Mustangs.
That's the fourth or fifth puck we've had go up into the netting here. So again, stay with us for our first intermission. We will continue our segment talking to some of the Cheyenne senior hockey players. They got 10 of them this year, or they got more than that on their roster. I think they got 13 or 14 on their roster this year. So enjoy segment number 2 of getting to know those guys on a little bit more personal level.
Packers now with the puck, held in by Peters. Fitzpatrick tries to force one to the net there, and that's stopped before it could get to Johnson. And the Mustangs then throw one all the way back into the Packers' zone. Fitzpatrick tries to lay a hit on Bossert, but Bossert has a little more height than him. Puck taken by the Packers, looks wide for Colton Bossert. And Rorich now with the puck. Flips one all the way over to Colton Bossert. Bossert tries to go around Dobb. And puck now goes behind the Cheyenne zone where Oster will take it. Oster will flip one off the boards to Kai Trudeau. Trudeau tries to get one past Bossert, and Dalton Bossert holds one in. Dobb now battling for the puck in the slot. Gets it over to Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick will throw it all the way back. Dalton Bossert then goes over the boards, and Fitzpatrick will have it. Fitzpatrick gets it across the red line and throws it all the way into the zone where Caleb Rorich will glove it down. And here comes Packers. Jacobson goes around one, tries to get to the net, centers one out in front there, and it's good save there by Buchholz.
And an unfortunate bounce there for the Mustangs. Peters went to try to advance the puck up the ice, and stick snapped in half, and right on the stick of the Packers, and up the ice they went.
Ross tries to take one wide, loses the puck off his stick, but it bounces back out to Rogan. Jaden Rogan goes cross ice for McCarthy. McCarthy tries a shot on the ice, and that was blocked before it could get to Johnson. Whistle now.
Puck ended up on top of the net, I believe. I think that's where it is, at least. That's the first time that we're seeing Roth, Stocker, and Rogan out there for the period, and some good opportunities around the net. So that's one of the things is maybe those guys that have been itching to get out there. Maybe they can provide a little bit of a spark here. You got 1:51 left in the period. Shots are close to even. You got 12 for the Packers, 11 for the Mustangs.
Rogan wins the draw back to McCarthy. And McCarthy will put it back low. Centering out in front, and that's cleared out by the Packers all the way down to the Mustang zone. And McCarthy will take it. Schmelka now on McCarthy. And McCarthy will cycle one back around for Mosier, who gets it to Roth. And Roth will throw it up the boards to Rorich. And Rogan tries to take one up. Roth now takes one. And it goes back to the Packers. Puck now tied up on the far side. And Mosier tries to take it in the zone himself, and he'll lose it to Schmelka. And puck turned over there. Here comes Rorich. Rorich walks into the slot, tries a shot there, and that's blocked off by McCarthy. Whistle blown there.
Yeah, you got 1:02 left in the period here. Looks like the Mustangs, or the Packers, excuse me, they're going to come out back with that line of Stahl, Bossert, and Jacobson for the final 1:02 here. And then taking the draw against Stahl is going to be Jack Belisle. He's going to be out there with his wingers, Tyler Michalek and Carson Teckenberg.
Blau wins the draw back to Oster. And Oster will go all the way around the boards to Teckenberg. Teckenberg throws one high off the glass where that's gloved down by the Packers. And hand pass there by the Packers.
Certainly helps to have that height there. That's Sam Arona. He's 6'3" again. So, those long arms able to keep that puck. But it's going to go all the way down. They're going to give them a call for a hand pass. So you're going to have an offensive zone draw. Belisle's going to take this one. I don't have an official face-off percentage statistic, but Belisle's been good and strong this year at taking the draws.
And just as you say that, the Mustangs lose a draw.
No, we're going to call that a push. All right. That was a 50-50 puck.
All right.
Even.
And offside's called there by the Packers.
Yeah, so we'll see. Might be on the other side, and I know these guys, they've kind of been alternating these three this year on who's taking draws. Teckenberg has taken some if it's on his backhand, but it looks like I don't know if Michalek's going to claim this one for himself or he's going to let Belisle take it. But nonetheless, looks like Teckenberg. Yeah.
Never know with these three.
I was just going to say that. They keep us on our toes, which that's good.
Teckenberg wins the draw over to Belisle. And Belisle now tied up in the corner. Puck bounces out there by the Mustangs, and puck cleared out from in front by the Packers. Bossert now with the puck. Looks over to the wall for Jacobson, and Jacobson puts it on all the way down in the Cheyenne zone. And Teckenberg spins away from one and leaves it back for Coles. Camden Coles now looks wide for Michalek. And Michalek goes back to Oster. Oster goes up the boards again for Michalek. And Michalek will enter the offensive zone. Michalek tries to dangle one. And Rorich will take that from him. And that will do it for the first period of action here from the West Fargo Sports Arena.
Yeah, so end of the first period here, Ethan. You got a score of 2-0 for the West Fargo Packers. Shots are 12-11. Early on, the Mustangs found themselves in a little bit of penalty trouble. You had one penalty by Belisle and one penalty by McCarthy. And unfortunately for the Mustangs, the Packers scored on both of them. But then after that, the Mustangs had some nice pushback. They had some decent, offensive zone opportunities. I don't know if there was anything that was super grade A, but you had Quade Peters that had used his speed to get to the outside and then was awarded with a penalty shot, and Peters just put it right off the post. So, unfortunate period for the Mustangs, but we've talked about this year, that differential. Their opponents have outscored them 10-5 in the first period this year, but the second, the Mustangs have had nice pushback, and they've outscored their opponents 11-5. So hopefully, that statistic and that happening can continue here for the Mustangs. So, like I said, stay with us here. We'll have part 2 of our intermission segment with this year's Mustang Hockey Seniors.
I want to perform so I can teach my friends how to play the guitar.
I want to play this year so we can improve as a team and get some more of these.
I want to learn so I can expand my career opportunities.
I want to represent to enrich the world around me.
Mask up.
Mask up.
Mask up.
Mask up.
right, so another senior Mustang, or Cheyenne senior, I should say, Ethan Frisch, has been doing the live streams, or the commentating on the live streams for your games. So the question was posed, if there was a senior on the hockey team that could step in and do the job that Ethan does, who would it be? So this one here was, let's see, we have Andy Roth had 4. Carson Gass said, I think I could do it. And Kai Trudeau. A good number. Carson Gass, you're number 2. Slide that down to Mr. Kai. All right, so on these cards here, put it face down. Put it face down. So in the most recent live stream that Ethan Frisch commentated on, the Mustangs scored 3 goals. There was one by Andy Roth, one by Kai Trudeau, and then one by Carson Seckenberg. On those cards was the goal call that Ethan used. Okay. What you are going to do now is you are going to flip that card over, and you are going to do your best play-by-play commentating voice as if you were Ethan Frisch. Carson Gass, the pressure is on you because you were the one that said that you would be good at it. The others just said that they thought Kai would be good, and I'm not going to throw Cole Bowler under the bus. Actually, yes, I am. He said Kai because he talks a lot. So, we will start with Kai Trudeau. You have the first goal. That was the goal that was scored by Andy Roth.
Cameron Coles will now dig the puck out of the corner, takes himself to the front. Goal all Andrew Roth for the Mustangs.
All right. Carson Gass, you are up. Let's see. You were the one that said you'd be good at it.
All right. Michalek now with the puck. Looks for a centering pass. Goal! Cheyenne Mustangs.
Very good. That was the second goal of the game that was scored by Kai Trudeau, which was the game winner. Now we have Andrew Roth.
Big hit lead by Tyler Michalek and gets the puck to Teckenberg, and that will be a goal for your Cheyenne Mustangs.
All right, all our questions here. This one could get a little ugly with looking at the responses. So Webster's Dictionary defines a diva as a self-important person who is temperamental and is difficult to please. So the question posed to the Cheyenne seniors was, of the senior hockey players, who is the biggest diva and why? Going around the room here, who had 4? Who do you think? Michalek. All right, so Tyler Michalek came in with 4. Who came in with 2?
Lance.
Rosser. Who came in with 1?
Cole Fitzpatrick.
Nope. Andy Roth. Andy Roth. Nope. Camden. What? So, Tyler Michalek, explain why you were chosen as the majority winner.
I guess I get a little excited in practice, and sometimes
That's generous.
and sometimes I get a little rowdy. And in games, if it's not going our way, or if it's not going my way, sometimes I get a little uptight.
So the descriptions were, one person said he's Tyler. Another one was he's picky. Another one was he gets a little too fired up in between periods and after games.
I don't know how much of a bad thing that is.
We'll go to Lance Oster. Lance, why were you chosen?
It's because I carry a comb with me everywhere I go. And in my defense, looking around the room, there's 3 of these people in here that use that comb, so I find myself as more of a helpful guy. Like, hey, your hair's not looking right before the game, come to me, I have a comb.
You can read the room because Tyler Michalek said his hair obsession.
You have purple shampoo, don't you?
Oh, that was when I accidentally dyed my hair.
Yeah, he dyed. How do you accidentally dye your hair?
It was supposed to just be a little bit, and it went full.
Dyes is
do. I mean, it's got. Welcome back, fans, to the West Fargo Sports Arena as we're back here for second period play between the West Fargo Packers, the home team on the scoreboard, against the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. Ethan, take it away.
Face-off loss there by the Mustangs, and Bossard will retreat to pick it up in his own zone. Dalton Bossard throws one all the way down the ice, and that will not go for an icing. Puck taken there by Teckenberg on the boards. Teckenberg tries to reverse one, and Colton Bossard's shot goes all the way up there into the netting.
Was that deflected?
I don't think so.
So you were talking about you like the movie Major League earlier, just a bit outside. That was just a little bit over the net. So we're going to have a face-off in the neutral zone here. We're going to have, is that Belial that's out there? Belial and Griffinstall.
Yep. Belial wins the draw, and Michalek will push it back to Bossard. Bossard will flip one there all the way from the neutral zone on Buckholtz, and Buckholtz will cover for a whistle.
I think Buckholtz tried to play the puck to Ostler, held on to it just a little bit too long, so now we're going to have another face-off. This time it's going to be deep in the defensive zone for the Mustangs. Just don't know which side.
Yeah.
We'll get it right one way or another here.
Little confusion there. Belial wins the draw, and then the puck is pushed forward by Michalek, and it goes all the way back. And here comes Jack Belial up the boards. Or nope, Zach Mosier, I should say.
That was a good rush by Mosier.
Belial now centers one out in front. Tyler Michalek tries to bang home a rebound, and that's cleared out there by Caleb Rorich. Rorich then stops, spins away from one. And Teckenberg now. Teckenberg gets one up to the point for Oster. Oster throws one back. Michalek there out in front, tries to go other side, and just wide of the net.
Good hands by Michalek there to get the puck over to his backhand, just put it wide. I think he had the goaltender beat, too.
Bossert now flips one high off the glass all the way down the ice for an icing.
Yeah, so if you're Coach Benson and the Mustangs here, I think that's a start you wanted after that first period where they got behind the 8-ball early. They took 2 penalties early on, and the Packers were able to put in 2 power play goals, so that's a much better start. You had some good opportunities there. I know Michalek had 2 of them and a lot of good pressure around the net. So here we got Peters, Trudeau, and Fitzpatrick to see if they can continue that good offensive play.
Draw is tied up, and Fitzpatrick, nope. Owen Witt will take it. Witt crosses the red line, moves it over to his winger, and hit laid there by Quade Peters. Peters now with the puck on the hash marks, tries to get one up all the way to Trudeau, and that's stopped by Witt, and puck deflects all the way up into the netting for like a 7th time today.
I hope you picked the over on that Ethan, because yeah, it's happened a lot, maybe more than normal.
Neutral zone face-off here, won by the Mustangs. Puck tried to get up to Cole Fitzpatrick, and that goes just over his stick back to the Packers defense. And here comes Camden Coles. Camden Coles crosses the blue line, leaves it over for Cole Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick tries to go around one. And Fitzpatrick keeps it all the way in the zone. Puck goes behind the net. Trudeau now gives it to Peters. Peters goes all the way up the boards to Coles at the point. Coles back low for Peters. Peters comes off the hash marks, takes a shot there, and then Johnson's chest rebound. Guy Trudeau slaps one back, and Johnson covers.
That was a good low hard shot there by Quade Peters. He does have a nice hard shot, as we've seen in some previous games. Then you had Trudeau was right on the doorstep. That whole sequence was started there. Prochnow tried to go off the wall up into the neutral zone, and Camden Coles picked the puck off and carried it into the offensive zone, and then the Mustangs were able to create some good zone time off of that turnover.
Face-off taken by the Mustangs. Teckenberg throws one on net, and that's just wide. Michalek gives one to Belial, and the puck is picked up by Teckenberg. Bossert then steals it away from Teckenberg, and here comes Bossert. He has his brother there on the other side. Tries to flip one in front of the net, and that's just wide. Jacobson now with the puck. Jacobson takes it low, throws one out net. That goes all the way back up to the point for Caleb Rorich. Rorich goes around Michalek. Puck taken there. Big sliding save by Peyton Buckholz.
That was a real nice save by Buckholz. He had Rorich went all the way over across the other side of the ice there, to Braden Jacobson. We said if there's one guy that if you're Coach Troy Miller and the Packers, that you want the puck on his stick, it's Jacobson. He leads them in goals with 13 this year and is tied for the lead with his line mate Colton Bossard in points with 18, and he can snap it pretty quick there. So a real nice save by Buckholz. Excited? Get back to school for 4 days next week, Ethan?
Not really.
Yeah, that rough week of going, or rough week this week of going 1 day.
Yep, it was tough. Can't imagine what 4 days will be like.
Yeah, you'll be a zombie by the end of the week.
Face-off one there by the Packers. Shot deflected by Peyton Buckholz all the way up into the netting.
I do have to commend you, though. You did take work off tonight to make sure that you were here. So, a lesser man probably would have let Mr. Knodel and I do this all by yourself, but you're a stand-up guy, and we love having you here. So thank goodness that your boss was able to give you the green light.
Don't think Knodel could do what I do, but I guess we could have found out.
I don't know. I've seen Knodel. I've heard Knodel do basketball.
Basketball's a little bit easier than hockey. Coles throws one up the boards to Peters, and Peters crosses the blue line. Takes it all the way down. Sharp angled shot there, swallowed up by Johnson.
Yeah, Quaid was dang near down on the goal line there, and he put it up into the chest area, and Johnson had to squeeze onto that puck tight. Speaking of basketball, did you see that dunk by Michael Nye the other day?
I did.
The only thing is I wish that was at home, because I would have loved to hear your golf coaches, Mr. Knodel and Mr. Wolf. I'm sure they would have been screaming and yelling, and could have turned into like a Dick Vitale situation for Mr. Knodel. It could have been his way to get into college basketball.
Puck goes up to the point there, held in by Oster. And Jack Blau will take it. Jack Blau puts it back behind the net. And Owen Witt will hold Witt. Owen Witt goes out in front of his own net. And he'll take it himself. Owen Witt crosses the blue line, stops, tries to go around one, and that's shut off there by the Mustang D. Puck now goes behind the Cheyenne net, and pass goes wide, tipped off, and Michalek now taking it behind the Packers net. Centers it out in front for Blau. That's just off of his skate, and then back into the Packers' possession. And the Packers will enter the offensive zone. Skates behind the net. Looks out in front for a centering pass in the slot. Pad save there by Buckholz. And Jack Blau will force one up the wall. And Teckenberg throws one wide. All the way for Roth. Centering pass there by Camden Coles. Just off the stick of Michalek. And Coles now with the puck. Gets it off the boards for Michalek. And Tyler Michalek coming down one-on-one on Rorich. Tries a shot there, and that's blocked off by Rorich. Cole Fitzpatrick now with the puck. Gets it up to Camden Coles, and the puck exits the zone. Puck now. Rorich takes it. Tries to throw it up to the center. Glove down by Coles, but Coles loses it. Puck then goes all the way back to Mosier. And here comes Kai Trudeau. Trudeau tries to go around Schmelka. Schmelka played just enough body where he could get Kai Trudeau off the puck. And Camden Coles now with the puck behind his own net. Coles gets away from Schmelka. Gets away from Stahl, leaves it off for Fitzpatrick, and here comes Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick crosses the blue line, and he'll ring it all the way around the boards for Trudeau. Trudeau lets it go. Out to the point, slap shot there by McCarthy, just wide of the net. Coles tries another slap shot, and just to the right of the net. Puck picked up by Owen Witt. Body laid there by Quade Peters. And Bossert will now take it in the corner. Dalton Bossert moves it over to Witt, and Witt goes around Peters and moves it all the way up to Colton Bossert. Colton Bossert now with the puck down in the corner, loses it, and McCarthy will take it. McCarthy reverses one around the net, back for Coles. And Fitzpatrick now with the puck in the corner. And the puck is up in the netting yet again.
I was going to say, guess where that one went. Yeah, so you get a drink there, Ethan. I'll take over for just a little bit, not too long. So I hope you're ready to get back at it here. A couple scores to report in boys basketball. The boys basketball team 10-1 overall, first in the EDC. They're down in Wapaton tonight, who's fourth place in the EDC with 5 minutes left. Score tied at 59-59. And then girls basketball, they are at home versus Wapaton. Our girls basketball team is 6-5, 6 in the EDC. They are up 64-26.
Mustangs enter the zone, and that will be offsides.
Yeah, I think Roth was just a step over the blue line, and we'll have a face-off here coming up in the neutral zone with 10:58 left. Been a little bit better of a period for the Mustangs. They've had some opportunities around the net. Michalek had a couple early on, and then that last shift there was some more blue jerseys around the net. So that's one of the things that they're going to want to continue to do the rest of this period. Here we go.
Here's Colton Bossert on a breakaway. Bossert tries to go low 5-hole, and that's shut off by Buchholz.
Nice save. Bouncing puck got through Mosier's legs there, and Bossert had the opportunity.
Shot there from the Packers again, swallowed up by Buchholz for a whistle.
No one around Buchholz, no one obstructing his view. He's able to see that shot cleanly and squares. I think that was Rorich who took that shot, squares him up, and no rebounds, and we got a face-off here with 10:40 left.
Mustangs will win the face-off there. Back to Camden Coles. Coles tries to get it up the boards to Tegenberg. That's just off of his stick. Back to Coles, and Coles will take it himself. Coles tries to go around one, leaves the puck off there for Tegenberg, and Tegenberg will throw it all the way down into the offensive zone. Rorich takes the puck. Shakes off a hit there by Tegenberg, and Narlock with the puck. Takes it up the wall, all the way back to Coles. Coles tries a shot, and that's blocked by Rorich, and here come the Packers. Rorich and Narlock back. Rorich tries to go around Coles. Good stab there by Coles. And puck goes just past them. And McCarthy, I believe, will shake him off. Puck goes all the way back out through the zone. Back on Braden Johnson. Johnson will clear it all the way up the ice to Narlock. And here come the Packers. Goes to the goal line, tries a shot there, and that's just wide of the net. Packers will throw it all the way down. Schmelka will collect. Schmelka puts one back behind the other side of the net. And puck stolen away there by Camden Coles. Coles looks all the way over to Michalek. Michalek will cross the blue line, takes a shot on Johnson. Johnson sticks it away over to the corner. And Michalek will follow up. Puck taken by Bossert. Bossert goes to Schmelka. And then the Packers lose it. Bossert now with the puck back in his own end. Tries a pass. That's gloved down by Peters. Puck back in the slot for Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick tries a shot, and that's blocked before it could get there. Rebound try there by Kai Trudeau, and that's over in the corner. Prochnow now with the puck. Prochnow takes it, and he'll throw it all the way back into the zone. Zach Mosier reverses one over to the other side. And here comes Kai Trudeau. Trudeau goes up the ice. Tries to put one all the way in, and I believe that hit the ref.
Yep. And you hit him right in the stomach.
Can't feel too good.
Nope.
Bossert now leaves one off for Schmelka. And Fitzpatrick does a good job there keeping it in. Kai Trudeau centers a pass for Peters. And Peters lets it roll off his stick. And Bossert sends one all the way down the ice for another icing.
Yeah, so again, some good opportunities there for Peters out there with Fitzpatrick and Trudeau. So some more good zone time. And again, you're going to get a face-off here. And we said that Belial's been good on these draws. I don't know if he's going to take it. We've talked about that before. They kind of switch, but shots now 18-17 in favor of the Mustangs. But they don't have anything on the scoreboard to show for it. So you've had good zone time. You just got to keep chipping away here and eventually hope that one's going to break through.
Tegenberg pushes the face-off through, but the puck ultimately goes to Braden Jacobson. Jacobson pushing hard off the ice, goes around one. And good stick there by Camden Coles to put him off the puck, and puck goes to Buchholz for a cover.
Yeah, as I said earlier in talking to Coach Troy Miller, he said that Jacobson's maybe the most athletic kid that he has coached, and I think this is Miller's 13th year at West Fargo, and he's coached before that. So certainly a feather in the cap of Jacobson. He is a good athlete. He's going to end up playing baseball at St. Cloud State. He's a teammate in the summertime of Quade Peters and Lance Oster. So, those guys have had some very successful baseball careers, and Braden's certainly a very athletic kid. And he's Ethan. He's not shy about shooting it, but when you have a shot like he does, I would shoot it as many times as I could too. As we talked about, he does have 73 career goals. So, if you got it, flaunt it, right?
Yeah. Face-off won there by the Mustangs, and Camden Coles takes it behind his own net. Coles looks up the boards for Teckenberg, and that's just over a stick back to Rorich. Rorich now turns one over to the Mustangs, and the Mustangs will put it all the way back in the end, and Camden Coles will chase. Coles goes around the net, and Packers break it out. Stahl tries a pass there, just off the boards, and that's gloved down by Owen Witt. Witt goes back over to Rorich, and Rorich goes all the way back up the ice to Bossert, and Bossert can't control it, and that will go for another icing.
Yeah, lucky for the Mustangs there that got by Bossert. You had Jacobson was screaming right across the middle. If that could get to Bossert, and then if he could just get it over to the middle of Jacobson, they could have had a good entry into the zone. But a pass from Rorich just bounced right over the stick of Bossert, goes for an icing. So now we're going to have, Peters taking this draw here with 7:28 left in the second period.
Peters wins the draw against Stahl, back to Mosier. Mosier takes a shot there on the ice, just wide of the net. Puck bounces out to Lance Oster on the point, and Oster will get it to Peters. And Peters lets it roll by him. Bossert now throws one all the way to the other side, and Lance Oster will take it. Oster with the saucer pass over to Mosier. And Mosier goes to Fitzpatrick, who goes to Peters. Quade Peters now enters the zone. And the puck gets hung up there on the rest skates. And all the way back to Dalton Bossert.
When Peters was carrying that in, I think it got stuck in the linesman's skates, and you can tell by a look on Quade's face that he didn't appreciate
Mosier
it.
goes around one. And Mosier will throw it all the way back into the Packer zone. Kaitrido chases Bossert around the other side, who then gives it to Narlock. Jaden Narlock goes up to Colton Bossert, back over to Narlock, and that's just behind him, and Fitzpatrick will take it. Fitzpatrick and Peters now coming down 2-on-2. Peters tries a shot, and that's deflected all the way up and out of play.
Yeah, at least it wasn't the netting this time, Ethan, right?
Next best thing.
Yeah.
Teckenberg in here to take this face off with 6:27 left in the second period. Teckenberg will win the draw back to Belial, and Belial loses it to Rorich. And it goes all the way back into the Mustang zone where Coles will take it. Coles goes up the board for his D partner, McCarthy. And now McCarthy with the puck. Colin McCarthy tries to take it himself, and he is hit off the puck. And puck goes off the wall, and Michalek has it. And that's put all the way back in the Packer zone by Camden Coles. Rorich now takes the puck behind his own net, spins away from Teckenberg. Tries a pass there, good stick by Teckenberg to keep it in Mustang possession. Goes through Michalek's skates. And now here comes Jaden Narlock. Narlock gives one over to his winger. Takes a shot there, just over the net. And that will go all the way back and exit the zone. Proc now with the pass over to Witt. And the Packers will throw it all the way down in the zone, and they'll go for a change. Colin McCarthy now with the puck. He'll go around Schmelka, looks for a pass to Jack Belial just behind him all the way onto the stick of Dalton Bossert. Bossert dangles one. Tries a shot there, just wide of the net. McCarthy now with the puck. Belial now gets it over to Michalek in the center. Michalek goes around one. And he'll put it lower. And Camden Coles and Dalton Bossert now fighting for it. And puck goes back into the zone where it's corralled by the Packers. Ooh, big hit laid there by Quade Peters. Peters now with the pass over to Oster. Oster with the pass to Coles in the slot. Coles rebound, and that is cleared out by the Packers.
That was a real nice hit there by Peters in that corner. I think that was a Jaden Strand that he put down.
Puck now goes all the way back down to the Packer zone. Icing waved off. And Peters lays another hit there on Owen Witt. Puck back to Lance Oster. Takes a shot, and that's stopped out in front of the net. And Colton Bossert now all the way up at the blue line. Loses one off his stick and gives it to Mosier. And here come the Mustangs. Peters puts it wide, and Jacobson will take it. Jacobson looks to the middle. Arid pass there. Kai Trudeau in the slot. Tries a shot, and that's just off of his stick. Puck then put all the way back down in the Mustangs, and the Mustangs will change. Colton Bossert now goes around one. Tries to go around another, and that puck bounces to Griffin Stahl, who will put it all the way back down in the Mustang zone. Puck now tied up in the corner. And it will come out to Oster. Oster with the puck back behind his net. Takes it up the ice himself, tries to pass the center glove down by Jacobson. Jacobson takes a shot, and that's saved by Buchholz.
Yeah, the Mustangs are going to go for two. I think that's going to be Lance Oster. That's going to go 2 minutes for a hook. He had Jacobson, we said, a dangerous player. Leading goal scorer for the Packers was coming down, and Lance put the stick around the midsection, pulled him down. So the Mustangs are going to go back to the penalty killer. We said that was not their friend in the first period. It looks like we're going to have a timeout here with 3:12 left before we set this power play up. So we talked about the boys basketball game down in Wahpeton tonight. The Mustang boys do prevail. They pull out a 9-point victory on the road, so that's going to push them up to 11-1 overall in the season. We said that they are first place in the EDC. I think a point or a half point behind them is going to be the West Fargo Packers. They play each other next Saturday, so that should certainly be an exciting matchup. You know, the first time they played at West Fargo High School, that was a 1-point victory for the West Fargo Packers. Fans, we're excited to bring these games, and we enjoy bringing these games to you. Please subscribe to Cheyenne Mustang Media on YouTube, and you can catch all the action, whether it's hockey taking place at the West Fargo Sports Arena here, or whether it's a boys or a girls basketball game that takes place at the high school. You know, a lot of students, have put some of their talents into doing this, advisors and teachers at Cheyenne, and we certainly enjoy bringing it to you. So please subscribe, and you won't miss any of the action. How about that, Ethan? Do you subscribe to Cheyenne Mustang Media?
I don't.
You don't?
No, don't like listening to myself, really.
Well, we'll still keep you, only because we don't want to do it. But no, you do a fantastic job for stepping in here. I would have thought you were an old pro, but
that's what a lot of people have said. Puck thrown down all the way down by the Mustangs on net of Johnson, and Rorich will take it. Rorich there goes behind his own net, and he'll leave a pass out there for Bossert. Bossert goes all the way across ice for Jacobson. Jacobson tries to cut to the middle ice, leaves it off for Stahl. Stahl tries to get a shot, but he cannot handle it. Puck out to Rorich on the point. Rorich goes over to Bossert. Bossert looks over to Jacobson. Jacobson tries a backhand shot, and that's blocked off there by McCarthy. Stahl now with the puck. And puck now up to Rorich. Rorich cuts to the middle, leaves it back down for Jacobson. Jacobson tries a shot there. That looks like it went into Bossert. Jacobson with another shot there. And the Mustangs will clear.
Yeah, Jacobson had that shot and put it right into his line mate Stahl, who was trying to screen Peyton Buchholz.
Rorich now with the puck behind his own net, chased out by Hapka. And here comes Caleb Rorich. Rorich crosses the blue line, leaves one off for Stahl, and Stahl can't handle it, and here comes Carson Gast. Gast up the ice, takes a shot on net, blocker save there by Johnson. And Gast now throws it back around the net for Hapka, and Hapka goes all the way back around where Carson Gast will try up Griffin Stahl, and Hapka will come and get the puck. Chase Hapka now puts the puck back all the way in the zone, and Dalton Bossert reverses it back to Jacobson, and Jacobson will handle it behind his own net.
Good job by Gast and Hapka. They're making it difficult.
It's about all you can ask from your penalty killers.
That's right. Done a good job.
Jacobson now takes it. Good stick there by Camden Coles to knock the puck off of his stick. And Hapka comes in, gets it. Puck back to Witt at the point. Witt goes across ice for Bossert. Bossert takes the slap shot there. Goal. Top shelf, Dalton Bossert.
That puck got slid over Slid over to the left side for Bossert. Dalton Bossert, he was an All-State and All-EDC defenseman last year, and he's got a heavy shot, and he unloads it there, puts it right over the blocker of Peyton Buchholz. So we talked about the penalty kill for the Mustangs here on the year. It's 75%, and so far tonight it's 0 for 3, and that's one of the things. We talked about wanting to improve special teams play for the Mustangs, and I think going forward here, that's going to be one of the keys. Is they're going to have to be disciplined. You got 1:10 left in the period here, and you don't want that to be a momentum killer. They had a decent period, but unfortunately they're getting further behind the 8 ball here.
Carson Teckenberg now with the puck in the corner. He'll battle Owen Witt for the puck. And Witt comes out of it. Owen Witt now with the puck, and he'll put it all the way back in and go for a change. Zach Mosher there plays the body. And Michalek will get it on the sidewall. Nope, puck goes back out. And the Mustangs now try to clear it up the boards and do. Puck back out in the neutral zone, thrown back in by the Packers. And Oster now with the puck. Oster goes to his D partner and then back to Oster. Lance Oster takes the puck. Tries to get one to Teckenberg, and that's just off of his skate. Puck cannot be handled, and Michalek now with it. Michalek looks over to Belisle. Belisle takes a shot. Glove saved by Johnson.
Yeah, nice pass by Michalek over to Belisle. I don't think Belisle got everything he wanted on that shot, but nonetheless, we're going to have a offensive zone faceoff here with 5.6 left in the second. Mustangs behind by a score of 3-0 here, so maybe they can create a little bingo here off this faceoff, Ethan, and try to create some momentum going into the third period.
Fitzpatrick here to take the draw against Schmelka, and Schmelka gets tossed from the draw. Fitzpatrick wins the draw, and Lance Oster throws a backhand towards the net just wide, and that will do it for the second period of play.
Yeah, Oster was in a tough position there, being a right-hander. Did everything he could, threw a good backhander on net. You had Trudeau that was right in front there, and it's one of the things here in this third period, or the second period rather. The Mustangs, they did have some good opportunities early on. We talked about, Michalek had 2 right around the net, but then, the Achilles heel the night for the Mustangs has been, being in the penalty box, and on that last penalty, you have Jacobson, who has a little bit of a step, and we talked about, he is a good goal scorer, and you want to take those opportunities away, but then they come back on the power play, and Bossert just blows one right by Buchholz with the slap shot. So that's going to end our second period of play. The West Fargo Packers are going to have a lead on the Cheyenne Mustangs by a score of 3-0. Shots on goal are 22-21 for the Mustangs. Stay with us here throughout our intermission break, and we will be playing part 1 of our interview with the Cheyenne Mustang seniors.
Fans, welcome back to the West Fargo Sports Arena here for our intermission break. One of the things this year with broadcasting games during a pandemic is we wanted the fans at home to be able to see the games, but also to get to know the players a little bit. This year the Cheyenne Mustang hockey team has a large senior class, and as their hockey careers are winding down, we thought it'd be a good chance to get to know them, take the helmet off, and see what they're like behind the mask. So each player was sent a questionnaire last week with some various questions about each other, some personality questions, and then talking about some of the other players on the team. So we hope you enjoy. So the first question that we'll get into it, boys, here was, what other Cheyenne high school athlete that doesn't play hockey would you want to see on the hockey team? Is there any guesses out there?
I think Jackson Money.
So for those of you that don't know at home, Jackson Money, he's a 6'10"?
Yep.
A basketball player. He's committed to play at Northern State. So.
Hey, I'm short. Might as well put someone who's 7 foot out there, right? Come on now.
And then, Lance, I want you to talk about your pick a little bit. Do you remember who you put down as an athlete that you'd want to see on the hockey team?
I said Grant Orkentine because he can rip the ODR pretty good, played with them, and I think he'd be, if he actually gave it a shot, he'd be decent.
So that's true. Grant's a pretty good player on the outdoor ponds, huh? Mm-hmm. He is. It seems like Grant's good at everything else he does, so I'm not incredibly surprised. All right, so moving on now. This question here, I said that this might turn into a little bit of a roast, but I don't know if it's a roast when you put yourself down as this person. This might get a little contentious. Actually, I don't think it's going to get contentious at all because this one was almost unanimous. You know, one of the things in hockey is the locker room, and people love being in the locker room. You love bus trips. You know, this is being filmed coming on the heels of a 5-1 win in Grafton last night. But what senior in the locker room should absolutely be banned from having the aux cord?
I like my fair share of dubstep and screamer music, and no one else really does, so I completely understand that.
I have no defense. All right, so just tallying the votes here, I have Kovoler, Tyler Mashalik.
You want to defend yourself a little bit, Tyler?
I think I'm not very good at reading a room. I always listen to country, and a lot of people like to listen to a bunch of other stuff. So that's the only reason I got.
He tries to play like really like sad country music. We're going out for a practice. Like I'm trying to get pumped up, and I'm listening to "Cry Your Heart Out" breakup music.
Will Carlsberg, I know you're a pretty big country guy. What do you think about that? Would you rather have the dubstep of Mr. Bowler or the country of Mashalik?
Honestly, probably the country. I like to get in my feels. The country. I like to get in my feels.
Thank you. You spend a lot of time with each other. You have weekend tournaments, out-of-town trips. And as seniors, you've undoubtedly spent a lot of your life around each other. You are stranded with someone else. Imagine that you're stranded on a desert island. What other senior would you want to be stranded with, and why? Cole Fitzpatrick, I want you to take that one, please.
Oh. I'd probably pick Camden. Just knows what to do in the right situation, so I feel like.
Riley Thornton, who would you be stranded with?
Oh, I think I'd pick Dobb. He can lift some weight, he can carry them trees around. We can build ourselves some shelters or something like that, I don't know.
One of the players that was repeatedly brought up was Andy Roth. He's a good guy, and it mostly revolved around a sense of humor. He would keep the mood light. There'd be plenty of laughs. Camden Coles wants Mr. Oster with him because he's quick on his feet. And Cole Voller, again, he wants Ethan Frisch so he can commentate on his attempt to stay alive.
That's a good answer.
That's a great answer.
That is a great.
So another senior Mustang, or Cheyenne senior, actually, Ethan Frisch has been doing the live streams, or the commentating on the live streams for your games. So the question was posed, if there was a senior on the hockey team that could step in and do the job that Ethan does, who would it be? So this one here was, let's see, we have Andy Roth had 4. Carson Gass said, I think I could do it. And Kai Trudeau. A good number. Carson Gass, you're number 2. Slide that down to Mr. Kai. All right, so on these cards here, put it face down. Put it face down. So in the most recent live stream that Ethan Frisch commentated on, the Mustangs scored 3 goals. There was one by Andy Roth, one by Kai Trudeau, and then one by Carson Seckenberg. On those cards was the goal call that Ethan used. Okay. What you are going to do now is you are going to flip that card over, and you are going to do your best play-by-play commentating voice as if you were Ethan Frisch. Carson Gass, the pressure is on you because you were the one that said that you would be good at it. The others just said that they thought Kai would be good, and I'm not going to throw Cole Bowler under the bus. Actually, yes, I am. He said Kai because he talks a lot. So, we will start with
with Kai Trudeau. You have the first goal. That was the goal that was scored by Andy Roth.
Cam Nichols will now dig the puck out of the corner, takes himself to the front. Goal all Andrew Roth for the Mustangs.
All right. Carson Gast, you are up. Let's see. You were the one that said you'd be good at it.
All right. Michalek now with the puck, looks for a centering pass. Goal, Cheyenne Mustangs.
That was the second goal of the game that was scored by Kai Trudeau, which was the game winner. Now we have Andrew Roth.
Big hit lead by Tyler Michalek and gets the puck to Teckenberg, and that will be a goal for your Cheyenne Mustangs.
All right. Out of all our questions here, this one could get a little ugly with looking at the responses. So Webster's Dictionary defines a diva as a self-important person who is temperamental and is difficult to please. So the question posed to the Cheyenne seniors was, of the senior hockey players, who is the biggest diva and why? Going around the room here, who had 4? Who do you think? Michalek. All right, so Tyler Michalek came in with 4. Who came in with 2?
Lance.
Doctor. Who came in with 1?
Cole Fitzpatrick.
Nope. Andy Roth. Andy Roth. Nope. Camden. What? So, Tyler Michalek, explain why you were chosen as the majority winner.
I guess I get a little excited in practice, and sometimes
That's generous.
and sometimes I get a little rowdy. And in games, if it's not going our way, or it's not going my way, sometimes I get a little uptight.
So the descriptions were, one person said he's Tyler. Another one was he's picky. Another one was he gets a little too fired up in between periods and after games.
I don't know how much of a bad thing that is.
We'll go to Lance Oster. Lance, why were you chosen?
It's because I carry a comb with me everywhere I go. And in my defense, looking around the room, there's 3 of these people in here that use that comb, so I find myself as more of a helpful guy. Like, hey, your hair's not looking right before the game, come to me, I have a comb.
You can read the room because Tyler Michalek said his hair obsession.
You have purple shampoo, don't you?
Oh, that was when I accidentally dyed my hair.
Yeah, he dyed. How do you accidentally dye your hair?
It was supposed to just be a little bit, and it went full.
Dyes is
I want to perform so I can teach my friends how to play the guitar.
I want to play this year so we can improve as a team and get some more of these.
I want to learn so I can expand my career opportunities.
I want to represent to enrich the world around me.
Mask up.
Mask up.
Mask up.
Mask up.
Rorich now with the puck back in the offensive or defensive zone. And high stick there called on the Packers.
No hey, no hello, no intro, no anything, Ethan. Just your straight business, right?
A little late back to it.
We a little late. Sorry about that on getting that main camera set up, but Ethan jumped right into the play-by-play
For about 13 seconds.
Yeah,
not even.
Didn't miss much.
Blyle knowing to take the draw, and he'll push it back in between the legs. He'll take it behind the net, and he'll get pinched off the puck by Rorich. Michalek now battling for it, and puck goes out to Stahl. Nice poke check there by Carson Teckenberg. But Blyle can't handle it. And Colton Bossert tries to take one into the zone, and here's Braden Jacobson. Jacobson with a shot. Saved there by Buchholz, and he'll play it back into the corner. Hit laid there by Griffin Stahl on Lance Oster, and puck bounces out to Michalek. And Bossert cuts to the center. Rebound there for Stahl, and he can't get it to go. Puck goes out to Rorich at the point. Rorich goes, block shot there by Jack Blyle. And puck goes all the way back down into the Packer zone. Rorich now with the puck. Flips it up into the center. High stick. Played with the high stick there by Colton Bossert. And Mosier will pick it up. Zach Mosier takes it himself. Crosses the red line. And Jaden Arlock there with good back check to stop his rush. And back come the Packers. Puck now in the corner, controlled by McCarthy. McCarthy throws it up the boards to Prochnow, and Prochnow throwing on net where that's patted away by Buchholz. Mosier and Fitzpatrick now battling for it on the wall. Puck is out, and Michalek will take it. Colin McCarthy digs it out, and he'll move it to Quade Peters over there in the center. Quade Peters coming down one-on-one on Prochnow. Takes a shot there, saved by Johnson.
Yeah, so 15:04 left in this third period here. Mustangs are down 3-0. We talked about one of the things they're going to want to do this third period here is continue to, or what they're going to want to do is stay disciplined. They can't continue to take penalties and then, have the Packers score power play goals on them. So that's going to be one of the things. And you're down by 3 and you only got 15 minutes left here. So there's going to be times when you got to, maybe be a little bit more aggressive than you normally would. Maybe you pinch down the wall. Or maybe you try to get some offense going in different creative ways.
Peters tries to go around Schmelka there on the faceoff, and Schmelka tops him. Puck deflected up. Great catch there by Greg Fitzpatrick.
That was real. It looks like Quade Peters, Roman center field there, just sticks the glove out and catches everything hit his way. Or maybe Lance Oster and left field. Or I think he kind of plays all over.
Yeah,
Jacobson had a real nice catch for the West Fargo Legion team in the state tournament last summer. So you could pick any of those guys and apply Mr. Fitzpatrick to them.
Quade Peters now enters his own, cuts to the slot, takes a shot there off one defender. Procknow's hand, it looks like. And Procknow's a little shaken up.
Yeah, and I think Johnson was kind of surprised that puck ended up on him. Quade Peters shot it and got deflected and landed, I think, right in the lap of goaltender Johnson. We said Braden Johnson, he's a senior goaltender this year for the West Fargo Packers, coming in with a save percentage of right around 88%.
Quade Peters in here to take the draw for the Mustangs. And he'll lose it. Packers now take the puck behind their own net. And he's hit off the puck there. Puck goes back behind the Packer net. And the Packers will break it out. And up the wall comes Bossert. McCarthy now with the puck. Tries to play one up to Trudeau. And that goes to Rorich. Backdoor pass there.
Ooh.
Stahl puts one off the crossbar, it looked like, and up into the netting.
That was an errant pass there. McCarthy tried to move the puck up, and West Fargo was able to hold it in the zone. They slid it down right off the side of the net to Griffin Stahl. Griffin Stahl this year, he's got 3 goals, but he leads them with 12 assists. So, his line mate, Braden Jacobson's leading them in goals. But he puts that one right off the crossbar and up into the netting, and we're on face-off.
Face-off won by the Mustangs. Zach Mosier takes it behind his own net. Mosier now waits, and he'll move it himself. Takes it up to Tyler Michalek there in the neutral zone. Michalek enters his zone, takes a shot there. Blocker saved by Johnson. And the Packers now in possession of the puck in their own zone. Flips one up to Jacobson. Jacobson enters the zone, takes a shot there. Taken by Buckholz there on the shoulder. Puck bounces out to Jacobson. Jacobson tries to force one through, and that slides all the way across the crease. And shot there, stick down by Buckholz, and into Zach Mosier's hands. Zach Mosier now with the puck. Takes it all the way across the ice, cuts in at the blue line, and he'll have it at the hash marks where he puts it back down in the corner, and Caleb Rorich will take it. Puck bounces all the way out to Lance Oster on the far side. Oster now rings one all the way back down, and Owen Witt will take it. Witt plays it up the boards for his winger, and that bounced out to Oster. Oster takes a shot, sticked away there by Johnson. And puck goes out to Jack Belisle behind the net. Belisle tries a centering pass, and that didn't go. Puck now up to the point, and Jack Belisle holds it in, and now Packers will take it. Tries to chip one off the wall. That's stopped there by Michalek, and here comes Tyler Michalek. Nope, hand pass called there on the Mustangs.
That's a hand pass, so it'll go all the way down to the left of Peyton Buckholz here. We got 12:35 left in the third period. Ethan, a lot of this game seems like the puck has just stayed along the wall. Yeah. There hasn't been a lot of offensive opportunities in terms of the puck going up and down the ice or playing fire wagon hockey. I don't know if that favors either team, but it seems like there's been so many just scrums and battles along the wall that there hasn't been a lot of up and down the ice hockey.
Strandon to take the draw against Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick will come out victorious. McCarthy now with the puck behind his own net. Gets checked off the puck there, and the Packers will fire it all the way down, and Cameron Coles will take it. Coles now gets away from Schmelka. And he'll carry it fast up the boards, and he'll dump it all the way down. Caleb Rorich reverses it back to Bossert. And Bossert will throw it all the way down the ice for an icing.
Yeah, I don't know who Bossert was looking for there, but throws it all the way down. I think maybe him and his forwards, I think kind of like a quarterback and a receiver, had two different ideas of where the other was going. But so we're going to have a face-off here. Down deep in the Packers zone, Quade Peters is going to take it. He's going to step in against a junior forward, Griffin Stahl.
Peters tied up there on the draw. And the Packers will shoot it all the way down for what looks like another icing.
Yep, same thing. So we'll do the same dance over again here. Face off down deep in the Packers zone. Any good fishing lately, Ethan?
Have not went since the last time we talked, so hopefully get out this weekend maybe.
All right. speaking of this weekend, don't miss the Mustangs game on Saturdays. They go to the Shields Arena to play Fargo South Shanley.
Shot there by Cole Fitzpatrick, and that never got to Johnson. Up the boards to Zach Mosier. Mosier on the point, and that puck flips out to Jacobson. Jacobson and Colton Bossert coming down 2-on-1. Tries a centering pass there, and Mosier had Bossert tied up.
Yeah.
And Dalton Bossert throws one back into the zone where that stopped. And Mosier with a wide pass to Kai Trudeau. Trudeau takes the slap shot there. Rebound. Quade Peters on the rebound from Kai Trudeau.
There you go. Happy 18th birthday there, Mr.
Yeah.
Peters. You know, Kai Trudeau coming down the wall, and Kai's got a good hard shot, puts it right on goal. Goaltender Johnson for the Packers has a hard time holding on to that puck, falls right down to the side, and Quade Peters right on top of the crease. Went hard to the net, went hard to the blue paint, and he's rewarded with a goal. So here, again, you got 11:34 left in the third period here. You know, the Mustangs, you know, they're going to want to ride that wave of momentum here now, and hopefully they can get the next one.
And the next one.
And then the next one right after that, exactly, is that they're still down by 2 here, Ethan. But a nice goal there it's going to be Peters with the assist to Kai Trudeau. It's going to be Quade Peters' team-leading 8th goal of the year. He's now going to be tied for the lead in points with Tyler Michalek with 11.
Slap shot there from McCarthy, glove down by Johnson, and we'll have a face-off to the right of Johnson.
Yeah, talking about, we said that Braden Jacobson for the Packers shoots it a lot. Quade Peters leads the Mustang with shots on goal at 57, and then leads them with goals with 8.
Jack Blisle there gets tossed from the face-off, and Michalek will step in. And Michalek up against Bossert, shortest on the Mustangs against one of the tallest on the Packers. And Michalek will win it. Michalek gets it back to Coles. Coles with the shot there, just wide of the net. And McCarthy will throw it all the way back down. Puck there on the corner, and Michalek will take it. Puck goes all the way back up to the point for Coles. Coles takes a shot on the ice, and that is saved by Johnson. Puck goes back up to McCarthy, and McCarthy will hold. Owen Witt takes the puck off the wall, and that's held in by Tegenberg. Tegenberg now on a one-on-one against Prochnow. Takes a shot there, rebound, and that's just wide of the net. Tegenberg now takes the puck, gives it to Coles. Coles goes back down to Tegenberg. Tegenberg throws one on net, and the rebound goes back behind the net. Centering pass out there to McCarthy, and McCarthy can't handle it, and Packers will throw it all the way back down the ice for an icing.
Oh, I thought Buckles was going to come on and play that. I thought, oh, what are you doing? and even that West Fargo defender, he wasn't far from the red line there, but elects to, instead of trying to make it maybe the other 10, 12 feet, elects to shoot it all the way down the ice. Now, Ethan, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't believe the Mustangs have had a power play opportunity tonight, have they?
They have not.
No, so
clean game by the Packers.
Yeah, I mean that's good on them. We got 10:24 here, but that's one of the things that the Mustangs haven't had is an opportunity to go on the man advantage.
Dalton Bossert now throws it over to Kai Trudeau. Kai Trudeau tries to center, and that's picked off by Stahl. Puck there held in by Oster, and it goes all the way back down the ice. And icing called yet again.
I think that's maybe at least the 4th icing that we've had. I know we just had one, and then the period started with 2 early icing, so could be the 4th or 5th icing that West Fargo has taken here. Shots have now climbed in the advantage of the Mustangs for 31 to 24. Here we're going to have Fitzpatrick, Trudeau, and Peters out there with Mosier and Camden Coles.
Face-off one there by the Mustangs, and they'll throw it all the way back down into the zone. And Rourke will come out with the puck. Rourke goes back behind the net, moves it up to Bossert. Colton Bossert now gets across the red line and throws one on net. And Buckles will elect to play it out to Mosier. Kai Trudeau now gets one and Rourke goes it down at the point. Griffin Stahl now gets hit off the puck by Coles, but he comes out with it.
That's a good job by Stahl there. He's got Coles all over him, but he's the one that escapes with the puck.
Jacobson tries to play one up to Bossert. Bossert was standing in the neutral zone, and it exits. And it looks like we'll have an offsides call.
Yep. Yeah, so some upcoming schedules. We talked about how the Mustangs are going to be on Saturday They will be at Shields Arena. The JV is going to play at 11 at Farmers Union, and then the varsity is going to play at 2:15. That's going to be the Shields shootout. That varsity game is going to be played on the main rink at Shields Arena.
Colin McCarthy goes wide for Carson Teckenberg, and Teckenberg will throw it all the way in the zone, and Mustangs looking for an offensive opportunity here. Tyler Marshall now in the slot, takes a shot there, and it goes off Braden Johnson's chest. Rebound. And looks like the net might have came off.
No, I think maybe what happened, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think Belial and maybe Owen Witt, I think maybe their helmets maybe got stuck together. I'm not entirely sure, but seemed like they were conjoined there for a little bit. But yeah, that was a nice chance for Mashalik. There was an errant puck, and right on the stick of Mashalik, he gets a good hard shot, but unfortunately for the Mustangs, Johnson was tall to the task.
Puck goes out to Camden Coles. Camden Coles takes a shot just past the net. And Tyler Mashalik now tries to play the puck in the corner, and Dalton Bossert pushes it past. Puck goes all the way down the ice.
I don't know if that one's going to make it.
No. Colin McCarthy will take it. McCarthy spins away from one. And he'll take it himself. He tries to get past Narlock, but Narlock stops him. And puck goes back down to Camden Coles. Coles will reverse it back for McCarthy. And McCarthy and Narlock there again does a nice job of keeping the puck in the zone for the Packers. Moves one out. Shot there. Almost in off a rebound. Just wide of the net. And Colin McCarthy now will throw it all the way out. It'll get out of the zone, and Packers will have to regroup.
That was a good hard-working shift there by Jaden Narlock, Noah Deemer, and Carson Kuntz.
Camden Coles now takes the puck, crosses the blue line, takes a quick shot there, and that's just wide. And Packers now with the puck. Nice hold there by Lance Oster. Keeps the puck in the zone, and Tyler Mashalik with it now in the corner. Mashalik throws one out front, and that's off a Packer player and into the hands of Dalton Bossert. Bossert chips one around, and he'll center one out in front. Goal for Colton Bossert from Dalton Bossert.
It's going to be Bossert to Bossert there as Dalton Bossert was coming down. He was able to chip it off the wall, chipped it to himself, and his brother Colton Bossert, we said a sophomore forward, was coming right down the middle of the ice. He chips it right over to him, and he's able to get a shot that beats Buckholz. So the task here now for the Mustangs, Ethan, it's gone back to they got to get three, but with only 7:41 left and only one goal to show for it so far through the game, no power play opportunities. It's going to be a pretty significant task here, and you're gonna have to try to get one very quickly here to make it a little bit easier on yourself. But Braden Johnson, he's been tall to the task tonight, as we said. He's got 32 saves, so we'll see if the Mustangs can apply any more pressure here.
Packers now with control in their own zone. Colton Bossert goes around one, but can't get around Fitzpatrick. Peters now with the puck, and Peters will shoot one all the way up into the netting.
Yeah, and I'm not sure on the official statistics, but I think Bossert, Dalton Bossert, he's at a goal. He's had, I think, 2 assists, so he's had a good night on the score sheet. Like we said last year, he was an All-State and All-EDC performer for the Packers. So he's one of the guys this year as a senior you're going to want to rely on.
Puck taken here by the Packers, but held in by the Mustangs. Kai Trudeau now takes the puck behind the net, looks for a centering pass out there for Fitzpatrick, and that's just by a stick. Puck bounces out to Zach Mosier. Mosier tries a slap shot, and that's stopped by Schmelka. Schmelka looks for a centering pass, and that's just off of his skate. And now Mosier now looking to take it out. Mosier gets it out. Mustangs here coming down on 2-on-2. He's got Peters, takes a shot himself, and that's just high over the net. And puck bounces out to the neutral zone where McCarthy will take it. McCarthy crosses the red line and fires it all the way back in. Owen Witt takes it behind the net. Owen Witt now using his speed, gets it up the boards, avoids a check there. And Camden Coles takes it. Coles with the aired pass there, but Quade Peters saves it. Mashalik now looks over to Peters. Peters tries to cut to the middle, but he's shut off. And here come the Packers. Hit off there. And puck bounces to McCarthy. And here comes Colin McCarthy. Colin McCarthy crosses the blue line. Goes around 2. Throws one to the net. Sticked off there by Johnson. Rorich now plays the puck down in the corner, and he's hit off, and Teckenberg will take it. Teckenberg and Belial now fight for it down in the corner. And the Mustangs come out with it. Then turn it right back over to the Packers. Glove down at the blue line by Camden Coles, and Camden Coles keeps it in the zone. Centering pass out there for Belial. Belial tries to shove one in and does not go.
The Mustangs are trying to throw everything they can on goaltender Johnson here, hoping to get something going, but he's been good tonight.
Puck deflected off the wall there on Johnson, and he'll cover for a whistle.
Yeah, and going back to talking about schedules for both teams here, Ethan, and life certainly doesn't get any easier for the West Fargo Packers as tomorrow they're going to play number one team in the EDC. They're going to play the Grand Forks Central Knights, and then on Tuesday they'll play Fargo Davies, who's in 4th place, and then on Thursday the 28th they're going to play the 3rd place team in Fargo South Shanley, and then it's back to playing the Cheyenne Mustangs again. So these two teams are going to see each other not too long down the road here. It's going to be on the 30th of January.
Lance Oster steps off the wall, tries a shot, and that's blocked there by Jacobson. And now Mustangs still have the puck, tries to throw it out in front of the net, and that's held off there by Bossert. And the Mustangs regaining possession and throw it all the way back in. Bossert now behind his own net. Dalton Bossert takes it out, moves it up to his winger, and then that's gloved down by Oster. Oster tries to make a move around one and leaves it off for Peters. Quade Peters now enters his zone of speed. Comes flying around, takes a shot there. Goal! Quade Peters with his 2nd goal of the night on his birthday.
Yeah, you're going to have to take that one, Ethan, and describe it to the fans at home, because I was looking down at my sheet of paper, and Quade Peters has such a good shot that, it seems like you blink when he's out there and you might miss something, so you better describe it to me, Ethan.
Well, sharp angled shot there from around with the goal line and just gets it to go. With that hard shot of his, it's kind of hard to stop sometimes.
Yeah, I'm sure, but you know what? We weren't crazy enough to be goaltenders, so we'll never know what that is like.
No, we won't.
I think I don't know how they stand in front of some of those shots that some of these guys they fire that thing pretty hard, and I think you got to be a little bit crazy to be a goaltender. That's just my personal opinion, which doesn't account for anything though.
Michalek walks his guy on the draw, and it will be Teckenberg that takes it. Teckenberg throws one high off the glass and out of play.
Yeah, into the netting once again. Yeah, I was looking down at the schedule here just to make sure I had my dates right the next time that we will be hosting a Cheyenne hockey game. That's going to be Tuesday, January 26th. The boys from Grafton Park River are going to hop on the bus and make the trek up here to the West Fargo Sports Arena. That game is going to be senior night for the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs, so make sure that you tune into that one, and we will hopefully be broadcasting Senior Day so that you can see it even virtually.
Caleb Roarch spins off the wall, and he spins yet again, but then falls to the ice, and Carson Teckenberg takes it. Teckenberg tries to get one to the front of the net, but Caleb Roarch takes the puck. Roarch tries to clear, but that's to Mosier. Mosier moves on to Michalek. Michalek will take a shot. Rebound sitting out in front, and no one's there to clean it up. Tyler Michalek now gets hit from behind, and that will be a penalty coming up here on the Packers.
Yeah, that's going to be a cross check. Michalek had the puck, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what.
A little weird exchange there from Belial to Schmilka.
Yeah, I think Belial was a little fired up. I don't believe anybody's gone in the box for the Packers yet. I didn't quite see who the penalty was on, but for sure it was a cross check to the back at Tyler Michalek. It looks like that's Seth Nyhoff that's going to go 2 minutes for the cross check. So, Mustangs, they've waited a while for it, and it finally came. 3:47 left here in the third period, and Mustangs are going to go to the power play down by 2. So, this is a huge opportunity. You don't want to squander it.
Face-off one there to Quade Peters. Peters sits with it at the blue line, moves it down low. And up to Peters in the slot. Peters takes a shot there right off the glove of Johnson and hits the glass. Bounces up to Kai Trudeau. Trudeau tries a shot there, and that's up into the netting as well.
Yeah, you're seeing Coach Mullally. I don't necessarily know if he loves the angle on the power play that shot came from, and then it was off of Johnson and up and into the netting. I think on the power play, you're going to want to try to find maybe a little bit better angle shot, better opportunity. But Mustangs still got 1:40 left here on the power play.
Puck cleared down by the Packers, and Camden Coles will come to pick it up. Coles sits with it behind his own net, and Peters will pick it up from him. Clay Peters now coming up the ice with his speed. Crosses the blue line. Goes back around behind the net, and the Mustangs will look to set up their power play. Peters skates it around, and he'll move it down to Coles. Coles down low, and Fitzpatrick tries to shovel him back door, and nothing going there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I think they were going for the big Andy Roth there on the backside. You had Cole Fitzpatrick, walked right to the side of the net there and tried to go back door to Roth, just unable to find him. You still got 1:11 left here in the penalty to the Packers, Seth Nyoff. So you still got a little bit of time here if you're the Mustangs, but you got 2:57 left in the game. So, I mean, you don't want it to be too long.
Puck slapped around there by Rorich, and it's held in by Coles. Coles now with the puck on the sidewall. Switches spots there with Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick moves it to Peters. Peters fakes the slap shot. Moves it back over to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick tries a shot. Rebound out there. Goes out to try Trudeau. Trudeau to Peters. Back to Trudeau. Trudeau moves it down low for Fitzpatrick. Back to Trudeau. Back to Peters up at the top. And Trudeau tries a slap shot. Rebound there. Sitting out. Rebound still loose. And cleared away there by the Packers. And Dalton Bossert will flip one all the way down the ice.
That was a nice sequence there for. I mean, you can look at it for both teams. If you're the Packers, that's a great defensive play to keep the puck out. But you had a nice one-time shot there by Kai Trudeau, and then you had Roth around the net. You had Camden Coles up into the netting again. You had Camden Coles around the net. You had Cole Fitzpatrick. They were all there. Like we've talked about before, that's the far end of the ice, and that's one of those where I don't quite know how that stayed out of the net. It seemed like there was a whole host of Mustangs around, but unfortunately for the boys in blue, no one was able to get their stick on it. So we got 16 seconds left here in that penalty to Nijhoff of the West Fargo Packers. And then we'll have 5-on-5 play for about the last minute and 45 seconds.
Puck cleared down by the Packers, and that'll do it for the power play for the Mustangs. Zach Mosier now picks it up behind his own net, and he'll take it himself. Mosier now escapes one. Goes around two. Puts one top shelf. Zach Mosier right over the shoulder of Braden Johnson, and we have a 4-3 hockey game with 1 minute and 42 seconds left here in the third period.
Yeah, that was a beautiful rush by Mosier. Took the puck down the right side and inched himself and worked himself into the middle of the ice, and then just flipped it right over the shoulder of goaltender Johnson, from West Fargo High. So that's a huge goal there for that sophomore defenseman. It's his second goal of the season, and that's a huge one. So the Mustangs now, they've climbed back to within one goal. Shots have climbed to 36-25 in favor of the Mustangs, and they've been doing everything they can over these last 7-8 minutes here to get themselves back in the game, and they've done it. Now it's just that we got 1:30 left here in the game.
Bossert takes the puck, and he'll ice it for what seems like the third time this game.
Wow, it seems like Are you talking the individual or the team?
Individual?
I was going to say, it seems like the Packers have had a lot of face-offs deep in their own zone this third period here. I don't know if fatigue's sitting in. I know you look at both of these teams. I know the Mustangs have played, two lines almost. I'd say 85% of the game, maybe 90% of the game. So you're seeing a lot of the same guys on the ice. And then for one thing for West Fargo, it seems like Bossert and Rorich, that defensive pair, it seems like they've been out there 75% of the game. So, you have a highly emotional game here. We talked about it at the beginning. Anytime that you're going to be playing, one thing that's unique with hockey is these kids play together all the way through their 9th grade year. And then they go their separate ways. I know that they play youth basketball and youth baseball together and stuff like that. But you're still in high school and you're in Bantams, and then all of a sudden the next year you're on the other side of the town and you're wearing a New Jersey, and that gets emotional, and that can that can play a factor in the game as well. So coming up for the Mustangs here, it looks like they're going to go with Peters, Belisle,
Fitzpatrick,
Coles, and Oster. Buckholz is going to watch this from the bench.
Probably not the spot he wants to be in, but Jack Blylen to take the draw here for the Mustangs. And he'll win it over, but the Packers will control. Good hold there by Lance Oster, jumping for the puck. And puck thrown all the way back into the zone. Good hold there by Jack Blyle. Keeps play alive for the Mustangs. Puck goes to Lance Oster on the point. Oster moves on load of Michalek, and that just bounces off his backhand. Michalek now controls the puck. Michalek goes all the way over for Oster. Oster fakes the slap shot, moves it down low. Camden Coles tries to force one to the front. That shot all the way down the ice. Goal, West Fargo Packers.
Well, guess who that scores for him? That's Braden Jacobson. That's going to be I believe his 14th goal of the year. He certainly didn't miss. I think that one was dead center right down the middle, and that's was about 150 feet from the other end of the ice. There's still 54 seconds. It's a very momentous task to try to get two in the last 54 here, but if the Mustangs can get something quick off this face-off here, you never know. But it's a huge goal by senior Braden Jacobson.
Puck taken here by Peters. Peters throws one on Johnson, and Johnson will cover.
There you go. I mean, you got an offensive zone face-off here with 47 seconds left. I don't know if they're going to elect to take Buchholz out and try the 6-on-5 again. It looks like Buchholz is going to stay in.
Peters in to take the draw here for the Mustangs. Peters tries to win it back, and puck goes down in the corner. Centering pass out in front, taken by the Packers, and here comes the Packers. And Colton Bossert now. Big save there by Peyton Buchholz, and the puck bounces to Oster, and Oster will take it himself. Lance Oster looks over to Fitzpatrick, hits his skates, and Braden Jacobson's there to collect. And Quade Peters now moves on up to Mosier. And puck down in the Packers defense. Glove down there by Kai Trudeau out in front. Trudeau tries to stuff one out, and saved by Johnson. Shot there, taken by Mosier, just wide of the net. Lance Oster with it on the hash marks, moves it down low. And that will do it for our third period of play.
Yeah, that's going to be a final from the West Fargo Sports Arena. The West Fargo Packers are going to win this one by a score of 5-3. The Mustangs did everything they could in the third period, getting 3 goals and then throwing everything at the net. We see that they ended the game with 37 shots on goal. So we said earlier, the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs, they came into this game with 12 points, and they're going to stay there. West Fargo is going to move out of a tie with Grafton Park River. They're going to move. They have 6 points right now, and they're going to move up to having 9 on the season. So I think one of the stories here we talked about throughout the game was, the play on West Fargo on their power play. They were able to get 3 power play goals, and they got 2 of them in what seemed like, I don't know, maybe the first 6 or 7 minutes of the game. So, it's tough when you're playing from behind. But, the Mustangs, they came out here in this third period, and they put up a good fight. They put up a good effort, but unfortunately it was just a little bit too late. So like we said, on Saturday, the Mustangs are going to travel to Shields Arena, where they're going to be playing the Fargo South Shanley Bruins. And then our next home game on Cheyenne Mustang Media is going to be back here on the 26th of January. That's going to be senior night, and they're going to play the Grafton Park River Spoilers. So, Ethan, anything else that you have for tonight?
I got nothing.
All right. So for Jordan Latufsky
and Ethan Frisch,
take care.